What up? TrillAlumniDJ, Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. Let's get it. Now, I made the first video not too long ago, but I waited specifically for this one. I wanted everybody to get their opinions out the way. I wanted everybody to say what they need to say, jump out the window, and look crazy. And now we got all the facts. So let me tell y'all what y'all missed. First off, I know it's only been a month, but y'all got revisionist history. So let me take y'all back. Right before this battle popped off, right before Kendrick was featured on the Like That song, rap was in an extreme decline. I don't know if y'all remember that. It was just a couple months ago, but they were saying how rap was finally dead. Rap's percentage in their numbers were dropping dramatically. And I just feel like all in all, hip hop was at a stagnant point. It's a whole bunch of money rap, whole bunch of flexing rap, and then we have, the Sexy Red thing, you know what I'm saying? Just like the era of actually dropping a hip hop album was starting to get scarce. You know what I'm saying? We were waiting on the J. Cole album, we were waiting on the Fall Off, we were waiting on Jid album, because we just like, bro, we need something real. So when the Like That verse happened, everybody got that, ooh, like that little trailer, you know what I'm saying? That like the trailer before a movie is just like, oh man, can we finally get it? Because real ones know that these two been beefing since 2013 after the Control verse. Subliminal shots been getting sent back and forth ever since. But being that it's been so long, we were like, we might get it, we might not. And then Drake popped out, you know what I'm saying? He popped out with the what's that, push-ups first? Yeah, push-ups, and you know what I'm saying? At first we thought it was a leak. We like, nah, this can't be, you know what I'm saying? I remember me and my son, we used to like, I don't know, we might get it. And then when it dropped, we was just like, Kendrick, you asked for this, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, Drake dropped the Tailor Made, egging Kendrick on with his two heroes, you know what I'm saying? West Coast heroes. He used Snoop, he used Pac, the AI voice, and I was just like, oh my God, like, don't use Pac. Everybody know how serious Kendrick Lamar feels about Tupac. The whole To Pimp a Butterfly album was supposed to be called To Pimp a Caterpillar. It was supposed to be an acronym for Tupac. And then if you know what I'm saying, for those who haven't heard the album, spoiler alert, he talks to Tupac at the end of the album. It's crazy. You should go check it out. But faithfully, one morning, 17 days later, you know what I'm saying, K-Dot popped up with Euphoria, and it's been mayhem ever since then. Diss records flying back and forth. But I think, personally, after, Family Matters dropped, Drake was that was his everything. He put everything into it, you know what I'm saying? That was supposed to be his nuke, his trump card, like his reverse Uno, his, you know what I'm saying? Like, he thought that was it. And then 30 minutes later, Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams. Now, let me tell you what you missed about this part specifically. The whole issue was Kendrick was saying, you ever thought that OVO was working for me? Do you ever think for a second, Drake, that I know about your moves before they happen? So for Drake to drop a song called Family Matters, and then Kendrick 30 minutes drop a song called Meet the Grams, it's eerie. Just think about, for a second, just remove yourself from being a spectator. Think about if somebody told you, hey man, do you ever think I know your moves and people around you, you know what I'm saying, telling me stuff? And then in that moment, Drake must have been celebrating. He must have been on top of the world for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because then for it to be so strategic, you know what I mean? It couldn't have been a coincidence. And then for us to be in the shock factor, like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, us as fans, like, we couldn't have asked for a better, you know what I'm saying? Like, a better, like, now this is hip. It was eerie, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a turned up. It wasn't a hit 'em up. It wasn't a no Vaseline. We've never heard a diss record where we was like sitting on the edge of our seats, like, you know what I mean? Like a movie, like, oh snap, like, where's he about to go with this? So for him to, after he already gave us Euphoria, which is the aggressive song, 616 in LA, which was like a TED Talk, for him to give us Meet the Grams was a horror film. You know what I mean? Like, that was some Steven Spielberg audio, you know what I mean? So, and then for him to pop out on a random Saturday morning with a bop that we still jamming, people are saying it is the song of the summer. And that and $1 Million Baby is like neck and neck, but I think $1 Million Baby starting to, you know what I'm saying? It's still a great song, but not like us. Just the allure of the record is what's making this just like top tier. Since then, man, it's been quiet, and I think that everybody know that K-Dot won. For the people who still think Drake won, I'm gonna need y'all to go back and review any other hip hop battle. ever. You know what I mean? Kendrick followed 48 laws of power to a T. You know what I'm saying? Crush your enemy completely. And I think that the fact that there's people singing Not Like Us at their wedding and graduation and during the NBA playoffs, that basically symbolizes it up. He pulled a Drake on Drake. You know what I'm saying? I remember when Back to Back was being played during practice during the Super Bowl. And I was in Philly. You know what I'm saying? That was Meek's hometown. And I was like, oh my God, this is bad. And then we have an event coming up. And that's what I want to let everybody know this video is mainly about. Now that I gave you the background on the whole how the beef went down, let me tell you in layman's terms what we should take away from this. This was a battle of hip-hop and pop. Nothing wrong with Drake. I think that people been giving Drake a hard time, but I think Drake did at the time what he thought was going to make him the biggest rapper ever. And unfortunately, for him not being from the hip-hop culture and not being from the inner cities of hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, where hip-hop was created and festered and motivated and built up, I think he missed a couple of lessons. I'm gonna tell you what that is. The Ghostwriters thing. Okay. I'm you know what I'm saying, I come from the world of hip hop. I'm an artist myself. I don't approve ghostwriters personally for people who claim to be the GOAT. I just think that kind of eliminates you from the, you know what I'm saying? That's like finding out that Michael Jordan got a stunt man a couple quarters, you know what I'm saying, to come play. I'm like, bro, but you supposed to be the best player, so why you need, you know what I'm saying? So why you need this dude to come in and help you? And for all the people who are saying that's not a big deal, I really want to question where your stance is in hip-hop, because what if we found out Tupac didn't write Brenda Got a Baby? What if we found out that, you know what I'm saying, Kanye didn't write Jesus Walks? It's like certain things where if we found out, because we're not going to find out about all Drake's, you know what I'm saying? I think that we're starting to get a little references, but the songs that we found out about Drake, like Mob Ties and stuff like that, it's just like, dang, bro, these are some of my favorite songs by you. You know what I mean? And there's whole reference tracks coming out. Like, it ain't like a couple lines, it ain't a verse, it's a dude spitting your entire song and you rapping it verbatim. That ain't the same thing, dog. And we wonder why Drake was able to keep so many bops out just consistently. He was just getting tracks, you know what I'm saying, working with underground people, saying, hey, bro, I'll give you this, you know what I'm saying, be a look, you know what I'm saying, OVO, da-da-da-da-da. And most artists were doing it. We seen The Weeknd do it. The Weeknd gave him his whole album, bro. Like, you don't get more, you know what I'm saying? Like, The Weeknd gave that man half his old first album, and we're claiming that that's Drake's best album. Take care. Meanwhile, Kendrick, y'all are complaining that he's taking too long working on music, because he's making all of his own music, and his albums are actually conceptual. These aren't just songs back to back. There's actually a theme that runs through every single one of Kendrick's albums. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it will make sense that his albums aren't coming out like fast food when he's actually back there being a chef and he's actually cooking something up that's going to be something you can savor and hold on to for some time. I still play all the Kendrick albums. I still play Good Kid. I still play To Be a Butterfly, Damn, and Mr. Morale and the Bigs. Like, I'm always looking forward to him. He's like a film director, in my opinion. When I find out my favorite director, or, you know what I'm saying, is working, like Ryan Coogler is going to put out a movie, I'm finna go see that. I know that there's going to be something in it that when Jordan Peele drops something, I know that he did some work that where I'm not going to be lazy as a consumer and just, you know what I'm saying, and not be able to take something in that I can go back and say, oh, I missed that part. Oh, I missed that part. That's the beauty of being a real art consumer. Now, for the people who thought that Kendrick lost wherever rock he was living under, or wherever type of, you just a stand at this point, and that's cool too. Like, Rafi a guy, like, by all means. Drake even conceded that he lost, so it's like, it's not even a conversation at this point. But what's about to happen, Juneteenth, Kendrick Lamar, sorry, Drake, I'm gonna just, you out real quick. This guy is about to put on a show in LA at the Forum. The Forum is an arena on Juneteenth, where he's about to have his Tupac House of Blues moment. For y'all who don't know, y'all can go type in Tupac House of Blues. That's when Tupac did his last show, and it was the most epic thing. I don't think Kendrick that's gonna be his last show, but he performed Hit 'Em Up and all of the great songs we know him for. Juneteenth. It's gonna be crazy. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments.